Who made the better Jaguar? Fender or Guild? It even has a built-in kickstand. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of On the Bench. I'm Jacob, and today we are looking at one of the weirdest guitars of the 1960s, the Guild Thunderbird. This one specifically is a 1964, and nothing about this guitar is what you would consider to be normal or standard or contemporary. I mean, yeah, it's got the typical guitar features, but it's just such a strange design. It is one of those things that really only could have happened in the 1960s. Let's just start off with the basics. This design first came out in 1963 as the Guild Thunderbird. The first thing you're gonna notice on this guitar, besides the really bizarre body shape, is the controls. This thing has got 4 knobs total and 4 switches and only 2 pickups. So what's going on here? The best way I can explain this is that it's a lot like a Fender Jazzmaster. You have a rhythm and lead circuit, which is this switch here, and then all of your pickups are wired to a switch. Plus, you've got a bass cut switch. When this switch is down in the lead position, you have access to these 3 switches, both pickups, and the large set of knobs for your volume and your tone. When you flip this up, it goes straight to the neck pickup, and you then use these 2 smaller knobs to actually operate it. Now the trem system on this guitar is, in my opinion, really clever. You've got a metal plate screwed into the top of the body with a 2-point claw. Inside that claw is something kind of like a modern Vibramate Bigsby, I think it's called the Bigsby Helper. That's all hooked up to this factory wiggle stick, which in itself is a really interesting design. But what makes this so clever is that this bridge is this really small plate, and that plate rides on 2 really sturdy studs. When you operate the wiggle stick, this plate doesn't flex the studs, it just swivels back and forth on the studs. You then also have a very interesting design for your string saddles where they aren't attached to the bridge itself, they are clamped onto this ridge, and then you use a set screw on each side to adjust the forward and aft position so you can adjust your intonation. You can adjust how high this tremolo actually rests with this. If you want to deck the tremolo and have it be dive bombs only, you can do that. If you want to have room to be able to pull up and down, you can adjust that. This arm is technically captive because there is a little dimple that this set screw rests into, and it does give you a little bit of side to side and forward and back play, but not a ton if you set it up that way. Pickup wise, you've got what Guild called the LB1 Little Buckers. They're just kind of a smaller humbucker, bit lower output. These both come into the low 7s, 7.22 and 7.05, but they've got kind of a bright PAF tone that you'd expect out of a really chiny Gibson. Otherwise, mahogany body, rosewood fretboard, big old mother of pearl block inlays. But the coolest bit visually on this whole guitar, at least on the front of it, is the Thunderbird truss rod cover and the Thunderbird inlay on the headstock. Guild had some really interesting designs. This headstock design as a whole though, what is going on there? Because I don't know. It's a pointy thing and then a nub and another pointy thing, but if it ain't cool, I don't know what is. And then you've got what is the strangest feature on this guitar. If you look at the bottom, you've got these 2 plastic nubs. And then you've got this big old chrome strip in the middle of the body. Just a big old chrome strip, right? Wrong. This guitar has a built-in kickstand. Now, why is this so interesting? As we all know, the guitar stand wasn't invented until 1972 when Robert Guitar Stand said,
"Hey, we should stop leaning our guitars on our amplifiers. We have a lot of broken headstocks, a lot of broken guitars."
So Robert Guitar Stand invented something that he would name after himself, the guitar stand. But before there was Robert Guitar Stand, there was the Guild Thunderbird. There is also a nice little magnet in the back of the body that locks it in. And if you notice, there's a big old patent pending sticker. Might as well say patent applied for. That means tone. My favorite part of this whole thing is that not only does it come with the same type of strings that the guitar was originally strung with from the factory, it also comes with a troubleshooting guide on any issue you may have with your guitar. It comes with the original little owner's manual that's got the breakdown of your volume and tone controls and your instructions on how to use the built-in kickstand and the types of strings that it may have came with. It's got the original Guild warranty card, unfilled out. It also comes with the Guild string list and the pricing for all of them per set and per dozen. But it also comes with this little guarantee card saying that it was strung with EA610 Guild strings, which is the same pack of strings we have right here. To finish it all off, it has the original Seymour Lock Company case keys, both of them. If you want to talk about case candy, this is case candy. This is, as far as I can tell, the complete set. And if that isn't the coolest thing you've seen today, I don't know what is. Guild did do a re-release of this model that lasted about as long as the original run did, from 2016 to 2021, made in Korea, called the S-200 T-Bird. They took all the cool factor from this guitar, minus the goofy body shape and the really interesting headstock design, and massacred it.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Now, 1950s and 1960s America is kind of a wild place. You had a lot of very interesting guitar body shapes coming out. You had the entirety of the Gibson Carina line, you had the Fender offsets, you even see stuff in Japan like the Flying Banana and the Samurai. Gretsch had the Bo Diddley box model, but this is the body shape that a lot of people kind of forget existed. This is the one that is the forgotten model. If you're looking for more odd-shaped guitars, check out this Guild, along with other oddly shaped guitars, on our website, creamcitymusic.com. If you're interested in pure tone, no talking gear demos, you can find them right here on our YouTube channel on our series Tone Check. Otherwise, I've been Jacob. I'll continue to be Jacob, and thanks for tuning in.